Hi my cuties, welcome back to another video, another sit down video. I am so excited to film this video for you guys. Don't mind the loud cars. It rained today, it's still raining, and it is just like the busiest time on my road. And if I close my window, I will suffocate. So let's not mind that. Also, let's look at the fit. Guys, I look so cute. I'm actually going to hang out with someone right after this video, so I'm kind of hoping I get to film it before I hang out with my friend, but we'll see what happens. So I thought for today's video, I would give you all of my recommendations for closed door romances. Listen, I love smut. I do. But sometimes I don't. Sometimes I feel like in books they're just doing it every 5 seconds, and that's great, but also I just don't want to read it. So I do have a really soft spot for romance novels that have no spice. So I know there are some girlies out there that don't like smut at all, and honestly, love you, heart, love. So I thought I would give you recommendations of all the books I've read that have no spice, so you have more books to read. Because I know it's hard to find books that don't have any smut at all. So I have a little stack here, and I have a couple that I don't have physical copies of, so I will be putting them on the screen. All of these have no spice or little to none, so I did try my best to think about all the books that I've read that have little to no spice. So yeah, sit down, relax, grab a drink, grab a snack, and enjoy this video. Okay, so the first book on my stack is the Shatter Me book. This whole series is basically no smut at all. There is kissing and all of that, but there is no smut. Even, you know, in the later books, there's still no smut. So this series is perfect for you. If you're looking for something that's also not strictly romance, this book is perfect for you also because it's a dystopian kind of fantasy trope. It's a dystopian fantasy trope, and it also has a subplot of romance, so it's not like strictly all romance. If you're not like a really big fan of romance, this is perfect for you because I love a good book that sprinkles in like a little side of romance, and it has no smut. This book is about Juliet. She is just kind of a normal girl who, if she touches anyone, they will die. So she's completely normal. Completely normal. Basically, the book starts off with her being in an asylum for almost close to a year, and then all of a sudden the government, which is called the Reestablishment, suddenly wants to make her into a weapon. So you get to see her thoughts, her opinions on that. You get to see what kind of makes up from that, because she's been in an asylum for almost a year. She doesn't know anything else, and she doesn't know what the outside world looks like now. So you kind of get to see what really happens and what decisions she makes and all that fun stuff. And in the first chapter, she gets a little cellmate, and it's a boy. So that's exciting. That's cute. I really love this book. You guys know me. I will recommend Shatter Me until the day I die. I think I will be on my deathbed and I will still be recommending this book because it's honestly my favorite ever, and I really want all of you to read it so we can all talk about it, because I need people to talk about it. So that's the first book. The next book is Once Upon a Broken Heart. This is another series. It's a trilogy. Also closed romance. There's kissing, all of that, you know, but there's no smut, and it's perfect. This is a fantasy one. It's kind of hard to explain. To explain. The main girl makes a promise to the Prince of Hearts that if he stops a wedding, she will owe him three favors. So you kind of get to see what goes down and if her wish comes true and if it's really the decision she really wanted to make, because the Prince of Hearts is kind of like a forbidden thing. You don't make promises to him, you don't ask for anything from him. It's like a forbidden thing to do, and it's not recommended, and she does it, and you get to see, was it really the best decision for her? It's such a good book. Perfect subplot of romance. It's not the whole plot. It's perfect. This book literally blew my mind. Love it. I love the Prince of Hearts. He is incredible. He's like Aaron Warner if Aaron Warner was a god. So, love. So the next book, I really debated if I was going to recommend it to you guys or not because I know you are all non-smut besties, but it's just so good. It's just so good. And the first book in the series is obviously Binding 13, and it has no smut. It doesn't. The second book, though, does. So that is a decision you're going to have to make for yourself. But this book is so good. It's honestly so pretty. My babies, my literal children, I love them. It's about Shannon and Johnny. Shannon gets transferred to a new school, the School of Tommen, and she has always been like kind of an outcast, always kind of been bullied her whole entire school career, her whole life. And she gets transferred to this new school, and on her very first day she gets hit in the head by a rugby ball. And she meets Johnny. And her whole world kind of flips upside down. So you get to see how the friendship between Shannon and Johnny develop, and you also just get to see a bunch of trigger warning things. So please look up the trigger warnings. There's a lot of hard topics in this book. There's a lot of hard topics in all the books if you do decide that you do want to take that step and read the rest of it. But please look up trigger warnings, please. But it is, again, such a beautiful story, and there's no words. I love this. I love them. They're so cute, and yeah. So that's the next book I'm recommending to you guys. The next book is not talked about enough. It's called The Chauffeur 2. I found out about this book 2 years ago. I read it 2 years ago. It's honestly so good. It's inspired by when Tom Holland went to a high school undercover for the Spider-Man movies. It's inspired by that. Basically, it's about Emmett. Emmett is an actor. He goes undercover to this school. He wants to do this like photo contest thing, and the main girl helps him out and doesn't know he's an actor. I'm pretty sure she doesn't know. I read this book a long time ago. All I know is that it doesn't have any smut and it's really good. From my Goodreads rating from 2 years ago. But listen guys, it's really good. I love the concept. I loved everything about it. I love the concept. I loved everything about it, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce. I know she's Indian, so I don't want to like mess up her name, but it's really good. I really liked it. I love the concept of this book. If you guys want to see a scene from the book that made me read it and why I read it, it's on my TikTok. Go follow. But it's so good and it's no smut, so yay. And it's based on Tom Holland. Come on, like, it's based on Spider-Man. The next book I'm going to be recommending is The Summer of Broken Rules. I used to have the physical copy of this book. I did at one point. I don't know where it went. So yeah, here's the cover. This book is really good. I really enjoyed it. It's about Wit and, hold on, I don't remember her name. Guys, I'm really bad at like remembering names, so bear with me please. Okay, it's about Meredith and Wit. Meredith is going through a lot. She is going through a loss in the family, and she gets invited to this little summer like family reunion situation, and that's where she meets Wit. And Wit is not related to her in any way. Don't worry guys, it's not like that. It's not like that, I promise. But basically, this whole family, like, plays the game of assassination, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically a game where you get a card with a name on it and then you have to go that person. So, with water guns, guys. It's not actually like that. It's not no dark romance, I promise. It's really cute. You get to see how Meredith is still struggling with the loss of a family member, and also, like, kind of standoffish with like love and romance and all of that, but Wit kind of gets her out of her shell. She's kind of been in like a dark place for a couple months, and her family's really worried about her, but Wit kind of helps her like get out of her shell, and they end up teaming up for the game of assassin. So you get to see how their friendship grows. You get to see how sparks fly behind, like, I don't know words, how sparks fly around them. And this is also a fade to black closed romance. So you get pretty much up to the point, but it fades to black. I got you, besties. I got you. Don't worry, I got you. Okay, so the next book I'm recommending is What Happens After Midnight. This is also by the same author of The Summer of Broken Rules. This one is so good. I read it last year. This one is about Lily and Tag. They are ex-boyfriend and girlfriend, and it's like another Assassin. It's similar to Assassin, but it's basically pranks. There's like a series of pranks that have been going on, and she finds out that her ex-boyfriend is the Gesture, which is the prankster, and she ends up helping him. So you get to see how like she does not like him, and then like she's, because of the breakup obviously, but then she's like, I kind of still do like him. So it's really cute, and I really love it, and I really did love this book when I read it, and I mean, it's high school, so I think my friend's here. I'm gonna cry. I'm literally gonna tell her to give me a couple seconds because I gotta finish this video. The next book, you guys know, I've talked about this book so many times, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. But it's about Liz and Wes Bennett. They have been enemies since childhood, and then suddenly this guy comes back to their school, Michael, and Liz really likes him, but she doesn't know how to get his attention. So Wes makes a deal with her that he will fake date her to get her out there, and then he will also help her like get that boy's attention. So it's really cute. I really like it. Again, closed door romance. There's nothing smut related happening in this book. It's really cute. It's set in high school. I think about this book a lot. It's so cute. If you love a good high school romance like me, you will love this book. I love it. It's so cute. Wes Bennett, cut the cameras. The next book is Check and Mate. This book is so good. I know nothing about chess, and I loved it. It's about Mallory and Nolan, and Nolan is this big chess guy. Like, he is the best in the world. No one can beat him. And then Mallory goes to this chess like tournament, and she doesn't want to like play chess because of like things that have happened in the past. She kind of gave up playing chess like long ago, and she has no interest. But then suddenly she has to sub in, and she kind of just starts beating everyone. And then she beats Nolan. And everyone's like... And Nolan in that second is like, I think I'm in love with you. I think I'm in love with you. So you get to see how she suddenly has to go to all these tournaments because now she's the best in the world. And Nolan's kind of obsessed with her. And he wants to keep playing with her, but she won't play with him. And it's great. I loved it. Closed door. I'm pretty sure it's another fade to black, so with that in mind, just be cautious of that. But it's so cute, guys. It's so cute, and I love this book. I literally read it in like within a day. It's so cute. The next book is The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. Lynn Painter does a really good job of... Oh, my battery's gonna die. Shoot! Okay, so changing my battery, it changed like what I had my saturation at and what I had the camera at, so... If it's a different, like, it's a different closeness, if it's a different saturation, I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't realize my camera was dying. Okay, so the next book I'm going to be talking about is The Do-Over. Like I was saying, Lynn Painter does a wonderful job at doing closed-door romances for us girlies that don't like a lot of smut. And I just love all of her books. So if you love reading closed-door romances, definitely look into Lynn Painter's books because she does an amazing job at doing a wonderful romance that has no smut involved. So this book is about Emily and Nick. Emily basically goes through this whole kind of Groundhog's Day situation on Valentine's Day. She keeps having horrible days, and then she wakes up on Valentine's Day again until she has to figure out what breaks the cycle. So you get to see her go through the day over and over again, trying to stop certain things from happening, trying to change everything about it, trying not to change everything about it. She goes back and forth. You get to see everything until it finally goes to plan and she wakes up on the 15th. So it's very good. I really liked it. Nick is very cute. Again, it's closed door, and it's very interesting to see how she changes each day and how she like does different things. And there's some things that like in here she's like, there's no consequences, I'm waking up the next day. So you get to see, does she wake up on the same day, or does she wake up the next day and then she has to deal with all her consequences? You get to see that, and it's really cute, and I loved it. And it's not like, it's not too romance focused, but it's still romance, and I loved it. And it's closed door, so perfect for you guys. So the next book I'm recommending to you guys is All's Fair in Love and Theater. I read this book last year. This book is about Daphne and Theodore. Basically, Daphne is a theater girly. She loves theater. She's trying to get into like be a big theater person, and she gets cast as Juliet, and she's very excited until her enemy gets cast as Romeo, which is Theodore. The tension in this book is crazy, and it's also closed romance, so it just makes it everything better. But I loved how they couldn't stand each other, but then they also have to be like in love on stage. It's so good, and I loved it, and it's just perfect for fall time because it gave everything it needed. So that's like, you just need to read it. You just need to read it because it's not talked about on anything. I don't even remember how I found it, to be honest. I think I was just looking for like boarding school romances, and this one came up. So you need to read it because it's so good. I'll put the little cover on there. It's so cute. I loved it. Okay, the next one I'm going to recommend is one that just came out, and if you follow my Instagram, you know that I just got chosen to be like in her team, which is so cute. Thank you so much for picking me. I know I've like done so much to get picked in those, so. The next book I'm talking about is The Story of Us. This one is so cute, guys. It's about Violet and Isaac, and they used to be together, but they're not anymore, and you get to see how they both struggle with wanting to be together, but also Violet kind of hates him. And you get to see why she does, and there's a bunch of flashbacks before you really find out what actually happened. And you also get to see how they kind of reconnect, which is so cute. And the reason why they reconnect in that way is because they get picked to be partners on a project, and it kind of gives her a reason to talk to him and a reason for him to talk to her. And you can obviously see that the tension is still there, the chemistry is still there, the love is still there, and it's closed romance, and it's so cute, and I love them so much. It's so beautiful. I'm pretty sure this is her debut novel, so please go give her some love. I'll put the little beautiful cover on here. I love it so much, and I love it. Also about this book is the reason they got together, like their whole friendship started at the very, very beginning, is because they share the same birthday, but one was born at sunrise and one was born at sunset, which is so cute, guys. I can't. So please go show her some love, read her first novel. We have to support indie authors, guys, please. Okay, the last book I'm talking about, you guys know, is one of my favorites. It's Picking Daisies on Sundays. And I'm pretty sure this is one of her debut albums. Girl, cut the cameras. This is her second book that she ever came out with, and it's so good. When I tell you, I can't. It's about Danny and Levi. Again, they were best friends all throughout high school, and then something happened at prom night, and then they don't talk until they bump into each other at a bar, and Levi's like, so like, hey, I know we haven't talked for a while, but will you be my fake girlfriend? And she's like, yeah, I could never say no to you. It's so cute. Levi is literally the picture perfect boyfriend, guys, and it's close romance, and it's so cute, and it literally like altered my brain. I just want a Levi. And I really related to Danny. She's very like traumatized from high school and very unrequited love, and I just loved everything about it, and the ending, everything about this book was just so satisfying, and I loved it, and they're my babies. I think about this book nonstop. You can also tell that I started tabbing the book, but I didn't get too far. because I kind of struggle with tabbing books, but maybe I'll make a video of me tabbing some of my favorite books. Let me know down below if that's something you're interested in, because if you guys want to watch that, I will definitely film it for you. Also, this video has made me realize how fast I talk. I talk very fast. So I'm sorry about that, guys. If you need to put it in 0.5 speed, I'm sorry. But again, this book is so good. It's just so cute, and I loved it. Everything about it. If you want to see the aesthetic of this video, if you want to see the aesthetic of this book, you can go over to my TikTok. I made a video about it. I'll also link it down below for you guys because I'm really proud of it. So, yeah. So that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really had a fun time showing you all of these books, and I know how it is to read the struggle to find closed romance books. I feel like people don't talk about it at all, especially on TikTok. Like, no one talks about it. So I know the struggle of trying to find them. So I hope this video helped you out a ton. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Also, I wanted to say quickly, I think right now we are at, hold on. Right now we are at 39 subscribers. Guys, thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, like, every time a new subscriber comes in, it like makes me so happy. Like, I literally am kicking my feet screaming. I'm so happy to start to build this community of you guys, and I just wanted to say that I am very grateful for each and every one of you, and thank you so much for watching me grow and letting me explore my content. Thank you so much. There's no words. I'm so happy. Thank you. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely did. I love you guys, and I will see you all later. Bye! Hold on, I gotta film a... Okay, that should be good. Bye, guys.